Okay, for this project, we're going to open up Adobe Illustrator and use the Web Common preset. And we're going to hit Create. So we got our nice little artboard here. I'm going to resize this so that it fits. I'm also going to go and click right here, and I'm going to make sure I'm in the Essentials Classic view. I'm going to actually reset Essentials just so it looks exactly like yours will. Press Command 0 so that I can see my entire workspace. I'm going to right-click on the rectangle tool to grab the ellipse tool, and I'm going to change the fill color so that it is blue. Right, you can choose any shade of blue for this, and I'm also going to turn off the stroke, which I can do by clicking this red slash. I'm going to hold the Shift key, and I'm going to make a circle like so. If I look at my properties right here, you can see that it's 235 pixels by 235 pixels. That's about the ballpark that you want to be in. If it's a little bit bigger or smaller, that's okay, but make it approximately this large. Next, I'm going to grab my star tool, and I'm going to create a star that's a little bit larger than my circle, and I'm going to change the color so that it is red, like so, and then I use my smart guide to line it up so that it is on top of the circle. Now, I'm going to duplicate this several times. All right, so 1, 2, and 3. All right, now I'm going to duplicate it one more time, like so. Select both of them, and press Option, click Drag, like so. I can also press Command C, Command V to copy and paste. All right, now what I want to do is select both of these. So if I click and drag like so, I have both of these objects selected. And in my Pathfinder group, under my Properties tab, I want you to see that there's this option that says Unite. Unite is going to take these two shapes and turn them into one. If I press Command Y, I can view the path only view. Notice how I no longer have any intersecting paths. It's all just one shape. I'm going to press Command Y again to turn that off. Notice that if I were to turn the stroke on this shape, the stroke is going to be on the outside like so, whereas if I were to turn the stroke on this group of shapes right here, I'm going to have intersecting stroke lines like so. I'm going to set this back to 0 so that we can examine what the other Pathfinder options do. All right, so this next one is the minus front. So the front object, the one that's on top of the other, is the star. So I'm going to subtract the star from the circle, like so. Next up, if I select these two, you're going to see the intersect option right here is going to get rid of everything that's not overlapping. And then if you look at exclude, it's going to basically do the opposite of that. If I select my last star circle combination right here and I go to more options, you're going to see that there's an option down here called divide. There's like 4 other options right here, or 5 other options, but we hardly ever use those. But divide can be useful. If I click it right here, you're going to see that nothing really appears to change. And if I click, nothing really happens here. But if I take my direct selection tool, notice that each little piece is now sort of take apartable, if you will. All right, so those are your Pathfinder tools.